Master Ken here with another secret street fighting tip. Today I'm going to be teaching you about Ameridote anti-grappling techniques. These are situations where, for whatever reason, you find yourself tangling with one of those no gi BJJ stylists in a street fight. One of the biggest advantages is that they are used to following rules, and as usual in Ameridote, we don't have any rules except to always re-stomp the groin. Now, I know what you're going to say. In Ameridote, we don't like to roll around on the ground wearing spandex like a bunch of jackwagons, but you may find yourself in a situation where that is unavoidable, okay? Let's say that someone takes your wallet and you chase them into a no gi BJJ tournament. Then someone tells you to leave, you break their fingers, and the next thing you know, you're in a fight. There are also a lot of situations that are very similar in terms of the outfit, right? You could end up in a fight in a wetsuit. Okay, let's say you're scuba diving, some other scuba diving guy swims into your area, smacks you in the face with his fin, and now it's on like Donkey Kong. Regardless of the situation, you need to know how to fight grappling with anti-grappling, which is what I'm going to show you right now. Let's say that you find yourself in the scarf hold, okay? For those of you who don't know, scarf hold is one arm under the head, one knee under the shoulder, usually pinning the arm, or at least controlling the arm. And a big misconception, they do not need to be wearing a scarf. A lot of people don't know that, okay? So I know that winter is coming along, you're thinking, oh, it's a good time to learn the scarf hold and maybe some mitten matches or whatever. So one thing I would recommend, pulling the sleeve. And now just working until you have a nice amount of cloth here, wrapping around and choking. You can also use the shirt itself. Okay, I'm going to very smoothly move to a mounted position, pull up my shirt. I'm going to pull it over here, just smothering the face with my belly. And the other thing is he can't see this. Okay, can't see these coming. Just punch, punch, elbow. You can gouge. Call this the belly blinder. Another technique you can use is a distraction technique, okay? These pants in the no gi BJJ world are called spats, which is ironic because that's what we used to in the olden days call an argument. We used to say, oh, my wife and I got into a spat. That is also the past tense of spit. So if you get close enough to an opponent, you manage to lock their arms away from their face, get yourself into a spit spat. Hooking now the arm, make them think you're going to go for some bullshit arm lock, then take your elbow, boom, okay, right into the groin. Fake the arm lock, boom, into the groin. Then you can do a rainbow, okay, rainbow, like the rainbow here, into the punch, back to the groin. I call this somewhere over the rainbow. Another move you can do is called the tripod strike. I'm going to turn myself into a tripod. Here's the first leg on one side of my opponent, second leg on the other side of my opponent. This leg will become the third. This becomes the tripod. Lifting up and boom. Again, these are things that in the no gi BJJ world are illegal, but nothing is illegal in the street except assault and battery and assault with a deadly weapon and murder. There's actually quite a few things that are illegal on the street, unless you're in a self-defense situation. As long as you get a good lawyer, you're fine. Now, once you've executed all those techniques, your opponent is pretty well done for, but you want to do a nice finishing move while also incorporating an escape in case there are other attackers you have to deal with. One thing that they don't like to admit in the no gi BJJ world is that these rash guards and spats get pretty slippery. So if you're in a no gi fight, you can use that to your advantage. You're going to be slippery. Your opponent's going to be slippery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a rollout, and then I'm going to do a pressure attack. I'm going to use all of my weight to create a bunch of pressure from the groin all the way up the body. Once I do a sort of body slam onto my opponent, I'm going to push all of the organs, and they're going to get all bunched up under the rib cage. In fact, if I land hard enough, some of his organs might actually come out of his mouth, which is ideal. If you see something bloody and slimy coming out of your opponent's mouth, grab hold of it as you're passing through. I call this move the slip and slide. And as always, re-stomp that groin. I'm Master Ken. That was another secret street fighting tip. Check out the Master Ken collection of rash guards at nogibjjgear.com and save on your next purchase with the promo code RESTOMP. That's nogibjjgear.com. And remember, always restomp that groin.